Right, it's Amiga Old School, back with another video. And going to be talking about vinyl music and record decks. And was influenced by two YouTubers, Alex, Bluetonic78 and Pete, Snestastic, put links below. Basically what they've been doing, they've been going around the last few months picking up records. Pete especially has been going down boot sales, picking up records here and there, 5-star, Madonna, bit of classic pop music really from like 80s and 90s, and a bit of mixture from Pete. And then Alex has been buying vinyl back when he was younger, and you know they tend to be sealed and brand new pretty much. And when he can pick, when he picks up other records from like charity shops around where he is and things like that. Both, as I said, both excellent YouTubers. You should know them by you guys would know them anyway. But yeah, I said I'll try and get a video up in what I've got, which is going to take a while because records are down here, some of them are up in the loft, and all they're not jumbled, but they're sort of mixed up sort of thing. When I have parties, around the house, and I bring a few down, and then I bring them back upstairs, and they go out of sync sort of thing. So there's no really place for them at the moment. But I'll show you the record decks that I've got, and they are new. So I do apologise for the shaky camera, but just picking up straight from the tripod. The Numarks TT100s and the belt drives, and they are pretty. They're good. I've got nothing bad at all to say about these records, these decks at all. They are, yeah, as I said, they're belt drives, and then I'll just go through the basic features of them. So you've got the RPM 78, 33 and 45. The 78, what you do, you hold both buttons down, so you get two lights on. You do, yeah, you get two lights on there, and then you've got the light there, which obviously you can see the tracks on the records. I personally don't feel like you can, because normally when I play records I have a light on anyway, or dim light. Standard record needles, I was trying to get some more, but I've sort of left it for the time being due to the fact with gaming and everything. The slider, which is like the fastness off the track, so you slide it down, fasten it up, especially for club music. When you're mixing, you different tracks are in different, one record will be higher than the other one, so you've got to figure out where the pitch, where you got to have the actual setting on it. Behind there is a sorry, just the needles in the way. There's this button here, which if you push that, it goes to, this bit here goes to green. So if you push that, it just automatically clicks there. So if I've got the slider there, then if I click there, then it will automatically bring it down to that fast level, and if I click it there, then it will go back to the middle without me adjusting it at all. So it's quite handy really. And here you've got the anti-scaling and the weight control. There you've just got where you put your needle in if you're carrying your record, well, if you're carrying the decks around or moving them around, which is quite handy, I guess. And then here you've got for the bigger records, the older ones, with the bigger hole to place. Well, you place them in around that, and obviously that will cater for the bigger records. And then here you've got the fast forward and rewind. So here you've got reverse, and then you've got forward. So don't really use that, but I suppose when you've got the record spinning, then obviously it's forward, hit reverse, then it just obviously goes reverse. But it's good, I suppose, because like if you've got another record there, and then you're playing off this one, and then when you're mixing, you might want to just rewind this, because some DJs, they spin it backwards like that. So I suppose you could do that, spins backwards and jump onto this one, which is probably quite handy for some people, but I've never sort of used it. The mixer, again, is pretty standard. It actually come with the record decks itself. In my last place, I didn't have the room. My mum and dad's house, I didn't have the room for a bigger mixer. So basically, I've just kept this one because it just fits nicely where it is, and I haven't had the money anyway to invest in a new one. Normal functions are on this, so you've got the treble, the middle. Obviously, that just takes out some of the vocals and whatnot. The bass, same on that side, obviously for deck, well, I can't see it on the camera, for deck 1 and deck 2. On this side you've got the treble, bass and the mic, and then you've got your two obviously, you know, dying out the volume controls there for each deck, so it's good. So if you're switching from one deck, you can whack that one down and pin that one up. And then what I tend to do is bring a tune in, you have that one up and you switch them like that, and you know, quickly, and you bring that one in and down. So you know, that obviously every mixer's got one of them, and the crossfader as well. So if you dial the tune in, bringing it out, same thing, you can use that, but that just dies the whole thing, and it's just easier, I guess, to use. Here, which is quite good, this button here will fade the actual, if I'm playing a tune on this side for that record deck, then if I hit that button, then this, oh, that's not good, is it? Button must be quite loose there. Yeah, if I'm pushing that button there, then it will switch to that record, to deck 2, and if I push this one, then that will obviously hit deck 1. So that's quite handy. At the front of the mixer, it's just a microphone socket, which is the mic's plugged in, and a headphone socket, which is again pretty standard. On the back, it's just the phonos for the 2 records, and there's an extra 2. Well, I guess there's a record socket there, and a phono, 2 phonos, so I can plug an extra 2 in as well, which is quite handy. It will be, but I haven't had anything plugged into it. And the mic, I picked this up this year, and it's a Philips microphone, and it's really good. It was about £2.50, £3. I think I offered him £2.50, and he said no, it's £3. But I took the gamble on it. My dad, lucky enough, bit of a wizard on, like, you know, fixing things and everything. But yeah, I had to rewire it. It was somewhere around there, somewhere or another, but it wasn't working. But now it works fine. If I go hello, hello, and then you've got the lights on the mixer as well when I go hello, hello. So yeah, absolutely brilliant with that. Over the moon with that for that price. And then the system that I'm using, the LCD screen hasn't worked for a while. It hasn't. You give it a bang, sometimes it comes on, but I generally know all the settings and everything. But yeah, it's a Iowa NXX S909, and it's got all the, well, it's a 3-disc CD player. Back in I think 2001, 2000, about the same time I got the record decks. It was a birthday present, really nice birthday present at the time from mum and dad, and yeah, really enjoyed this system. It's got a lot of bass on it, a lot of functions on it, and it does me wonders. It does, because as I said, the bass is just really good. It's quite, you know, better than most systems that I feel that's today. On this little switch box, it's just an extra phono. The other, these slot buttons don't do anything, but it's just one here. So obviously that's another phono I can plug in. So I'll switch that up and down for lights, putting another system or something else into it. So at the moment I'm just using these 2 sockets for the Amiga when I do my gameplay videos. So I just plug them straight into the 1200 or the 600, whatever game I'm playing, wherever I can get it running on. And then yeah, it goes straight out of this system. So if you're watching my Amiga demos and Amiga games and everything, that's what it's playing off. These are the speakers that the system's with, and as I said, they are pretty good. They are, but unfortunately, years and years ago, I pushed the speaker back and I accidentally pushed the cone in. But they still sound really good. They do. They were set on eBay for about, I don't know, 20 quid or something, pick up only, which was sort of 10-15 miles down the road from where I am, but I left them in the end. So if I see them back on there, I might see if I can get them again. But there was a friend at work who's got a better system than me, but it's a 5-disc changer with bigger speakers. So I don't think he's going to watch this, but if you've got your speakers, let me know, because I'll have them off you. I will. So that, yeah, as I said, that's the system and the mixer and the 2 record decks that I've got. I'll just close this lid, And then, as I said, everything's fine with them. I've had them since 2000, but yeah, about 2000. As I said, I'll just whack this, turn this one off quickly, close that down. Yeah, so what happened was, there was two of my mates, Ronan and Kofi, and we all bundled down to a shop local to us, and we just picked up, what was that, 2, 4, 6 record decks. We had to get a cab back. I'll cut the whole story short, but it was funny because the cab I was in, coming back home with him, he actually bumped someone, and he had a car accident while I was in the car. And you know, all I wanted to do is get home, set them up, because I bought records previously, so I knew that I was going to go out and get them. So a couple of weeks or a couple of days ago, before we got them, I actually had some records pre-handed, and my mum and dad had some. Nothing that I would be interested in, but just to play. And the collecting really started from there, you know, with the club music. As I said, you know, it's drum and bass, garage, trance, what else? Hip hop. I can't mix hip hop and R&B, but you know, I've got a few here and there. I have like an Eminem album, Dr. Dre, I can see here, the 2001 album, and yeah, it just, as I said, it just started from there. Was collecting CDs, you know, like back years ago. I followed the chart a little bit with like the music, and was buying CDs, and I just stopped the CDs. I thought records are the same sort of price, might be like £1 more to 50p more at the time anyway, and you could get records in HMV. I know you can now, but they're going for like 20 quid, like the Foles album, 1999. You know, the records have gone up in price now, and trying to find them, you know, the best bet obviously is charity shops and boot sales, and even they're getting a bit, you know, a bit stingy sometimes. They are, you know, you go up to them and you say like, you know, how much for your records? You know, 2 to 3 quid. It's like, no, I'm not paying that. I'm not, just stick to the £1 or whatever. But yeah, it depends how much you want the record, really. Same as games. It is, if you want the game, you buy it, wouldn't you? But yeah, another little story was when we was at work, we used to do mixtapes. So we used to sit, you know, we used to do a tape, play at work, and think, yeah, that's pretty good, that's alright. And I had one, and as I said, I'll put a link on SoundCloud below as well. And if you're in, as I said, you know, you might not be into your garage music, but as I said, that's what I brought these for: garage, trance, and drum and bass. But yeah, I kept the tape. I've still got it upstairs in the loft. I have 2 secs. Right, this is the tape. So I put on there, I don't know if you can see, I'll get a bit closer, DJ Bugs. Basically, DJ Bugs was me, because my teeth was goofy when I was a kid. So all my schoolmates was calling me Bucky O'Hare, like Bugs. So that's why I put it on there, but my actual name was DJ Ads, because obviously Adam short for, well, Ad short for Adam, so it was just simple as DJ Ads. But DJ Bugs, I like that. But yeah, as I said, this is the cassette tape that I copied and gave around to everyone. So this is the original copy that I had. So if you want to click on that SoundCloud link, as I said, it's garage music. It's not your typical, but the mixing was all right. But it's what I taught myself. You know, that's what I was happy for. It's not like the best mix in the world. Obviously, I might be better now. Well, I haven't, because I haven't really been on these for a while. But I mean, you know, to teach yourself how to mix, and then you know you got that. So you know, I'm telling you guys, you know, to have a look. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. So yeah. But I was, as I said, I was happy with it. I was, and you know, we went on and it's like we banging tapes in at work and was listening to each other's mixes. And actually, Kofi said it ain't that bad, and he normally hates the sort of stuff that I play because he's like R&B, hip hop, and drum and bass, and he sort of wasn't into the garage stuff back then. But yeah, so that's a general video wrapped up really. It was just a sort of introduction to what I will be doing, and I'm trying to get the records to all in one bit, and I'll just sit there and say this is this, this is that, this is that, this is that, and then it will just carry on as that, it will. And yeah, I'll try and get it up as soon as I can. But this one's been a bit delayed due to the fact with certain things that's happened around recently. But yeah, I'll try and try and get it done as soon as I can. Ain't worth promising anything, because that gets you nowhere. That doesn't. So the next, well, I'll say very soon, I'll try and get one put up. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a bit different. At least I'm in front of the camera. I've been in front of the camera for a while. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Alright, good night.